Hi everyone. I am here with a solo playthrough of a variant for Dice Masters that I've been coming up with and tweaking a bit here and there. And I think I'm finally in a good place where I think it's worth recording and sharing with people in case anyone wants to test out any of their new team builds or they just want to see how a solo experience might feel like. I tried my best to make it so that the AI, which I will refer to as the other player, how the AI will play and not make it so involved and make more of the decision making very I guess automated in a way. There's a set of rules, and I will link to the Google Doc below, or it might be a BGG file. It depends when it gets approved. Um, but yeah, so I'll be walking you through how to play Dice Masters solo. So I've got this set up. You can see there's quite a bit of cards on the table for this solo game. But it's really pretty easy to build the team. So you build the team for yourself as if you were building a team for any other Dice Masters game. You can choose the format if you like. Um, so just make sure that you have your two basics and your 8 characters or less, depending on what you'd like to do with your team. But there are some rules I recommend for building the AI team. It's not necessary, but for the best experience with my solo rules, I do recommend having the AI with at least five five for cost or lower character cards. So you'll see I have here Nick Fury, um, Spider Woman, Poison Ivy, Giant Man, Starhawk, and Marvel Girl, Wolverine, Red Hulk. I've got 5 cards here that cost 4 or less, and then I've got 3 cards that do cost more than 4. Um, and that's really up to you how you want to divvy up the cost, and it doesn't have to be too complicated. What I simply did was I happened to have another team built for myself, and it happened to match that kind of rule set where I do have the 5 that doesn't cost 5 or more. And you'll notice that it does not bring in any basic action cards. So only the player will have the 2 basic action cards. The AI will not be playing um, the basic action cards, and it also won't be taking any global actions throughout the game. So I figure I'll go through the rules during the first few turns, I guess, and demonstrate some of how the gameplay will go. And then we'll go from there. So the AI has the eight psychic dice, as do I, and the player always goes first, and the player always draws and rolls 4. So as you can see, I don't have a playmat here, but this area will be the reserve. I'll kind of place them right in front of me. Left side for me here will be the used pile. Right side will be my prep pile, my prep area. But just so you know, I'm going to be utilizing the same space, but up here for the AI. And the AI will instead only have a used pile. So for the used pile, it will be towards up here on the left. There's no prep area for the AI, so anything here will be mine. Um, when the AI happens to have a knocked out character dice, it'll go straight into the used pile. Very easy to manage. Everything just goes into the used pile once it's off the field. And I will utilize my reserve pile just to do its rolling, but it will have its fielded dice all the way at the top. And I'll try to make it clear whether um, it's the AI's or mine. It should be pretty clear, I think. So anyway, let's begin the game. As I said, the player always goes first, so I'll go ahead and roll. Um, Tournament rules do state that you cannot attack on the first turn, but in solo you can. You do roll the 4 on your first turn, so you might be able to get in 1 damage if you wanted to. It may not always be the best strategy though. So I've got a sidekick, question mark, bolt and fist. Um, I really like to focus on getting um, a Zatanna out, Parasite, and the Joker. I can't afford the Joker as is, so I think I'll re-roll the Sidekick and see. Alright, so I will use these 4 dice to purchase a Joker, and that's my turn. Now it will be the AI's turn. The AI will roll the 4. And just so you know, I do have 2 different colored dice bags. The purple will be me, the AI will be green, and then that's how I'll keep the dice separate. So rolling for the AI. They have a sidekick, 2 masks, 1 question mark, and important note: they do not re-roll. Their first roll is all they've got, so they automatically do field this 1 for free. And then they can start buying dice. So we've got a question mark, a mask, and a mask. Starting from the right to the left, we stop at the one that it can afford first, and it will be the giant man. It requires a mask. I've got it. I'll spend the 3, and it will buy the giant man. And then that is its turn. Now it's back to me, and I have my 4 here. Let's see. I think I will keep this. And just so you know, I kind of glossed over it, but since he did have a sidekick, he, I guess, could have decided to attack, but in the AI rules, AI will never attack if I have no one fielded. Okay? So it will only attack me if I have something fielded. And the sidekick typically would not attack, but would attack if I happen to only have sidekicks out. If I had a character dice out like this, it would not be able to attack me. Okay? Because we always want to have something for defense on the other side, on the AI side. So I'm going to field this, and then I'll use these 3 to buy a parasite. And then I will pass turn. The AI will go. He will roll the 4. So it's got these 4. It doesn't have any sidekicks, so it's got 4 energy, and it can afford the Starhawk. And then back to me. I'm sorry, it will attack. So I've got that, and then we both get KO'd, but like I said, the AI doesn't go to the prep, it just goes straight to the use, while I do go to the prep area. Now it's my turn. I have to refill the bag. I'll draw 4. Roll for my prep area. I've got 1 sidekick, and then these 4. Let's see what I can buy. I think I'll buy another Joker, and I'll field this die. Now the AI goes. It has to refill its bag. It draws 4. And the first thing it's going to do is field any dice it can, starting with the highest attack. There's only 1 dice, so it's got 4 attack. There's a giant man, and it's going to spend an energy, and it's going to be a mask because there's 2 masks and one lightning. If there was, I guess, 1 of each, you would kind of think ahead to see which one it could buy right now with the energy and optimize it for the AI player, which is pretty easy to figure out. So we've got these 2 energies, and it won't be able to purchase anything at the time. So this energy will go to waste, go to used, and it does have a character die, and so it will attack. Declares an attack. I declare a blocker. I will get knocked out, and it will just go back to the field. My turn. Okay. This is an interesting roll. I need energy, so I've got this parasite, I've got this joker, but I need 2 energy, so I'm gonna reroll. I'll reroll both field sidekicks. Sounds good. So I'll spend the shield and the fist to field both of these. And I don't think I have a global I'd like to use right now. And none of them require a shield, so I'll put that to the used. And I think I will go for the attack. I will field. So just so you know, the Joker, when it attacks, I can roll a basic action die from my use pile. I don't have one, so I won't even bother. So I'll use this to attack. AI will always block. It'll always block when it can, in the most efficient way possible, blocking the highest attacker. So it's gotten 4 damage, so it is knocked out, goes to use. I'm not knocked out because I have 5 defense and it was attacking back with 4, so I'm left with 1. So I survived. I go back to the field. Um, I should have mentioned Parasite also has the ability that when it was fielded, I could reduce the target opposing character dies attack and defense by this attack and defense. So essentially, it really only had a 2/2. So this would have never died anyway. All right. Now it is the AI's turn. Got 4. It's got a sidekick, so it'll field that immediately. And then it's got these 3. So the first one it can buy is the Giant Man. So these are now in the used pile. It won't attack because it's got only a sidekick. And it will be saved for defense, so it's back to me. I've got 1 die in the bag, so I gotta refill. Got the 4. Okay, I'll reroll this one. Nope, didn't change. So I'll spend these 2 to field the Joker, and I will. So I could use this. I don't have anything in the use, so it's not useful right now. I will go for an attack. I'll save Parasite, but I will attack with my 2 Jokers. It does have an attack triggered ability, but can't use it. I don't even have any basic actions in my die pool. And the AI will block 1 and take 4 damage. So at this time, I will show you how you track the damage or how I track it. So AI has 40 life. I'll put it right here. So now it's taken just 4 damage so far. This one goes through, so it goes into my used pile. So it's at 36. And then I'll track mine down here as 20. So the AI does have double the health, but that's to make up the fact that they can't use global actions and they don't have the ability to use basic actions, as well as they only draw 4 no matter what on their turn. Okay, so now it's the AI's turn. It draws 4. It's got 2 in the bag. We refill. Okay, it's got 4 sidekicks. It'll field the sidekick, and then we have shield, mask, and we will use this to buy poison ivy. It won't do any attacking. Back to me. This is all used. I'll draw 4. It's all sidekicks. You know what? I'll use these 4 to buy a Lex Luthor. You know what? I do need more generic energies, so I think I'll buy these 2. I like surprise attack, so maybe just 1 of each for a total of 4. And then I will attack with my Joker When I do that, I can take a basic action die and I will use the surprise attack, which is the blue, and roll it. Okay, so I didn't get anything, but it goes into my bag anyway. And the sidekick will block with the AI will block with the sidekick. It gets KO'd, and I come back. And then it is the AI's turn. Draw 4. Alright, so we will field that by lowering a mask to another mask. And then it's got 3 energy, and it will buy Poison Ivy. So again, you go from right to left to see the first one it can buy with the associated energy that's required. And then since it has a character die, it will attack. It's going to attack, and let's see. I will block it with this. It gets KO'd. I come back. My turn. Got 2 in the bag. Refilling. Draw 2 more. I'm gonna re-roll these 3. Okay, so I can deal 1 damage. So this actually doesn't do anything for me because it doesn't have any character dice. I got these 3, and I will buy Zatanna. And I will go ahead and attack with 4, and this comes into my pile, my use pile. So now we're at 32 for AI. AI is at 32. I'm still at 20. So the AI's turn. Draw 4. Got 3 in the bag, so we gotta refill. Draw 1 more. Alright. Okay, so it's got sidekick. It's going to use the bolt to field the giant man, and it's got 1 left. That won't do anything. And it's going to attack with the giant man, and I'm going to block with, you know what, I'll take it because I want something here just in case. So I'll take the 4, and it will go to the use, and I'm at 16. My turn. Draw 4. I'm gonna re-roll. Use some sidekicks, I think. Got 1. And then I got shield, bolt. I don't know. I guess I'll get a parasite. And then I'll stay where I am. And then the AI will go. Draw 4 for the AI. Ooh. Goodness. Okay. So it's going to field the sidekick. It's going to spend a mask to field a Starhawk. So now we've got 3 masks left to buy a Poison Ivy. So we've got 3 Poison Ivies in there. It's going to attack with Starhawk, and I will use my sidekick to block. I get KO'd. It comes back to the field. My turn. 3 in the bag. Refill. Right, so I'm rolling 5. Alright, so I'll keep the stretch. Keep these. Do I keep the stretch? Because I want to field these. I'll re-roll the stretch and hope for some of the generic energy. I've got it. Alright, so I'll spend these 3 to field Joker and Parasite. Parasite, when fielded, has 3/3, so I can reduce something by 3/3, and it'll be the Starhawk, which is perfect because it's got 3/3, and so it's now KO'd and moves to the use pile. This extra energy I won't do anything with, I don't think. Maybe I will. I'll use the stretch. And no, I can't. I can't. So I'm not gonna use it. So I think I'll go for the attack. I'll attack with the Joker. I'll attack with the Parasite. And both of these will have to block. They both get KO'd, and I come back. Alright, AI's turn. Draw 4. Alright, so it's gonna spend the mask and the fist because they always want to keep the wilds just in case. Defeat the giant man. It's got 1 left. It can't buy anything, so we'll go to used. And we'll attack with the 7. I will. I'd like to take care of it, so I'll block with 4, 5 Joker, 3, 3 Parasite. That's a total of 7 attacks, so this will be KO'd. And it's got 7 attack going to me. I've got 8 defense. It will always defeat the higher attacking one. So this one will be KO'd. This is KO'd. This comes back. Back to me. Got the 4. Rolling 5. Rerolling the Joker. Damn. Okay. Well, at least I got 3 sidekicks, I guess. I got 3 energy. I will spend it on a black manta. No, I'll get a black a Zatanna. And then I will do some attacking. I'll do an attack with these 4. And they all go into my use pile. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 3 is 7. So 7 damage. I think that is 7. I think it's at 25. And then it is AI's turn. Draws 4. It's got 1 in the bag. Refilling for the AI. Okay, it's fielding the sidekick. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, and so it'll buy a Starhawk. And it won't attack. It's my turn. Got 4 in hand. I'm gonna reroll these 2. Actually, I'll reroll these 3 because I'm gonna need energy in case those are characters. Yes. Oh, still got it. So I won't be able to field the Joker. And this, of course, was free. So Black Zatanna is free. And then we've got the surprise attack, which will deal 1 damage to target character die. And that will be the sidekick, so it goes into used. The mask, I won't be using. Maybe I will. I'll use it for Clayface's global action. Once per turn, I can take a die from my use pile. So I'll add Parasite to my use pile. And then I will not do anything. I'd like to save for defense. AI will draw 4. Roll. Oh wow, I got 3 sidekicks from that. So it fields all of them. The mask doesn't do anything here, and it won't attack. My turn. Got 1 in the bag, then I'll refill. Draw 3. Take the prep die. Gonna reroll these 2. Not enough energy. Alright, which one do I want? I'll field the Joker. And then I have these 2 energies, and I'll use it to buy a surprise attack. I will attack with Joker. And because I attack with Joker, I also attack with the Black Zatanna. Because I attack with the Joker, I can roll an action die from a use pile. Didn't do anything, so I just put it in my bag. And then it'll block these 2. My Black Zatanna is KO'd. When my Black Satana is KO'd, I can draw a die from my bag and prep it. Another Black Satana. And then this one comes back. This is KO'd. Alright. AI's turn. Drawing 4 for the AI. Ooh, it's got the Iron Man. I'm sorry, the Giant Man. So it's going to just spend 2 energy to field that. The mask doesn't do anything. And it's going to attack, and I will block with my Joker. I don't want the 7, so my Joker is KO'd. Giant Man goes back to the field. Alright. Got my 4. Got a lot going on here. 2. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energy. So if this is a 2, that would work out perfectly. And it's not. Well, at least I got surprise attack, which I could deal 2 damage. So I'll deal 2 damage to, I guess, the sidekick, get that out of the way. And then we have 3 energy. I'll spend the 3 to field these 2. The rest go in my used pile. And I'm going to not attack up past turn. And then AI has 2 in the bag, and it's gonna refill. Draw 2. And it's got a lot of characters, so these 3 field for free, and when Poison Ivy gets fielded, it KOs a sidekick, so both of these are KO'd now. Since I had 2 Poison Ivies, AI, I mean, and then this doesn't do anything, so it's gonna go here. It's going to attack with these 3, and I'll block this, and so I'll block this, so it's KO'd, and I'll block this. So this is KO'd, so I get to prep a die from my bag. Oh, it's just a sidekick. And then that goes back, and then this Poison Ivy is KO'd. I come back, 1 goes through, goes to the use pile. And I have 15 now. Alright, so I will take my turn. Got 4 in hand, got 4 in the prep. Gonna reroll this, reroll this. No. Okay, so all I have are sidekicks to field, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'll buy Clayface. That's my use pile. And then I will pass turn. Got these. Okay, so we've got the Poison Ivy fielded. It knocks out a sidekick when that's fielded. It's got its own sidekick, and now it's got 3. And it's gonna buy a Spider Woman. And it's going to attack with Poison Ivy and Giant Man. I'll just block with that. Giant Man goes back. I'm knocked out, and then I'll take the 1. So I'm at 14. Alright. Nothing in bag, so I gotta refill. Draw 4. Okay. I'll keep this. I'll re-roll this. Not much, okay. So I'll spend these 2 to field Joker. And then I've got surprise attack with the burst, so that is 2 damage. I'll deal 2 damage to the sidekick. And then I've got this fist left, and I'm not really going to use it. I won't attack. And then see, AI will draw 4. It's got 4. So it's gonna buy a Starhawk. And then it will attack with the 7/7. I'll block with a sidekick. So this is dead. And then I'll go take my turn. The 4. I'll reroll the Zatanna. Okay, so this feels for free. Then we've got 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll buy a Lex Luthor. Oh wait, no, I can't. I don't have a shield. Ooh. I'll buy Hall of Doom for 2. That, and then 1 mask, and then I have 3 left, and I'll use. Oh, I can't buy anything. So I'll just use it to buy a surprise attack, and then it is the AI's turn. So this will be the last turn that I play. It's getting a little long. I would usually set a 35-minute timer, so we're just about there. And bag is empty. Draw 2 more. Alright, so it's going to use these 2 energy to field the Starhawk at 2. And then we've got the question mark, which doesn't do anything. It will attack. 7/7/4/4. I'll block. And these come back. And yeah, I guess I'll take 1 more turn. Got 4 in my hand. No. Okay, roll these 2. Well, this is just 1 energy to get Clayface out. And then we've got Stretch, which says move any number of my use pile to the bag. I'll just move these 3 to the bag. And then, because I have a burst, I could draw and roll 1 die. Nice. So I'll spend this shield to field Parasite 3/3. So I'll take out the sidekick with that. And then we've got 3 energy, which I will not be able to really use here. I will spend 2 on Stretch. And then I got a mask left, which I can spend with Clayface Global to put something into my. I put the blue action into my use pile, and then I think I will attack. I'll attack with Clayface Joker, and that means I could roll an action die. Ooh, so I got Stretch and a burst, so I can move any number of dice from my use pile, so I'll go ahead and do that. Just 1 blue, I guess. Then I could draw and roll. Just 2 punches, and then I'll attack with the Parasite. So we've got these, and it will always block so that it has its most optimal position. So it's going to block with the 7/7 to the Parasite so that it comes back, and then you know what? It will block that, and then it'll come back, and this will also come back. These 2 are KO'd. And the 7, no, that's not how it's gonna go. It's gotta block the 7. Okay. So it'll block the 7/5 with the 7/7, and then the 4/4 will block this one. So this is KO'd. This is KO'd, and then we've got this KO'd as well, and this is not KO'd. And then the 3 goes through and goes into my used pile. So it is at 22. Alright, so at this time, I'll end the game, but that's basically how you play. We were on the brink of the second set of rules where when the AI reaches only 20 life, it starts drawing 6 dice every round instead of the 4. So it will draw 6 dice. So I will go do that right now. So say we've got 6 dice in hand. No, I already have 6 dice, so we've got 6 here. it rolls and it's going to field whatever it can. And now it's got one, two, three, four, five, six. It's got six energy. It bought the Wolverine. So that allows them to start buying the larger, possibly more powerful cards. And if for whatever reason you roll a six, you roll six of them. So let's say these are the six you roll for the AI. And um, maybe this rolled this and this. Again, you don't get to re-roll. And now you have to decide which one you're going to field. You only have two energy. So you're going to field the one with the highest attack. So it'll be this one. And then, since you can't field the other two, no, you actually can. So you'll field, no, so those are gone. And you have these count as generic energy. So there's just two generic energy that to be used to buy anything it can. So at this time it won't. But that's basically how the game goes. It does ramp up a lot halfway through the AI's life, but that's what keeps the game so engaging with the player because it may seem easy at first, but then you really have to have a strategy down by the time it starts buying these higher cost dice, and it's able to field more with the more energy that it has. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this solo playthrough. If you liked what you saw or have questions or need clarifications or anything, let me know, and I'll try my best to get back to you. Thanks. Bye.